Hi everyone, it's Lynn from Halen Vintage and welcome back to another Retro Cooking Wednesday. While this might not load on a Wednesday anymore, it's still going to be retro cooking. It will always be here before you hit your Wednesday. But today it is 1969. We are in Bake-Off 20. So Miss Edna Walker, she won this with her magical Marshmallow Crescent puffs. So, this is the first year that there was some changes done to the bake-off. This is the first year that you could use wine, beer, or spirits in the bake-off. And then they also did 3 categories that you could win $10,000 in. So not only did you win, you won $15,000 if you won all 3 categories, and then they gave out another $10,000 for each one of those categories. So lots more money to win, lot more excitement. These are basically, we're taking Pillsbury refrigerated doughs. So now we're seeing some convenience items in our recipes, and we're wrapping it around a marshmallow. So do you think that marshmallow melts? Does it stay a little fluffy? Let's find out. See you at that ingredient table. Okay, ingredients that we need for our magic Marshmallow Crescent puff. We need a 1/4 cup of granulated sugar, 2 tablespoons of flour, a teaspoon of cinnamon, 2 cans of original crescent dough, Pillsbury, 16 large marshmallows. We will also need a 1/4 cup of melted butter, so half of this stick. And then we are also going to make a icing to go on this, just a drizzle glaze like we did last week, which we would then need some powdered sugar and probably some milk to make that glaze. We'll go over that when we get to that step. Right now, let's get these guys in the oven. All right, so we are just going to mix together the teaspoon of cinnamon, the 2 tablespoons of flour, and the 1/4 cup of sugar. We're just going to mix this together. And then I think we dip the marshmallows in the melted butter and then roll them in this. So let's get this all mixed together. Let's get out our Pillsbury dough. All right, we kind of got our dough all laid out here. It's my understanding that you just throw your marshmallow into the melted butter, and then we roll it into our cinnamon sugar mixture. And then we place it on the shorter end, and then we just roll it up. Make sure that we pinch everything together, tuck it in. And then we'll just pinch all the dough together and make sure that it does not come out. So just get this all pinched and sealed. And then we will put these into our cupcake tin. That's all there is to it. One more time. Marshmallow, butter. Throw it into our cinnamon sugar. Get it nice and coated with the sugar. Put it onto our dough. Roll this around. And then I'm just going to make sure that I pinch all this so that it's sealed. Flap that over, pinch it really good. Make sure that it's nice and sealed. And then we are just going to put this into, I have a cupcake tin here. We're just going to start to set them right into our cupcake tin. All right, we've got them all rolled. We're supposed to take one end, dip it in the butter, and put it butter side down right into our little muffin pan. So that's all I'm going to do. I'm just going to Pull these little guys out of here, dip them in some of the butter. Why waste it? And stick them back in there. All right, so we're gonna go put these in the oven, 375 for 12 to 15 minutes. All right, so then we're gonna make a drizzle. So we're just got a half a cup of powdered sugar in here. We're gonna use a half a teaspoon of vanilla. And then I have half and half here, but you know, just a couple teaspoons of, even if you need to use water, milk, whatever milk you have, and just make this thin enough so that you can drizzle it on. You can then also cut up some nuts, sprinkle some nuts on there. I just have like a 1/4 cup of walnuts here that I'll just chop up, and let's make it a little fancy. All right, well, here's a few out of the oven. They just look like these really puffed up little balls. We're just gonna take our icing. I put like, I don't know, 2 teaspoons of milk in here. And we are just gonna, just like all of our other stuff, well, not our other stuff, but our bundt that we did last week, we're just gonna drizzle that on. And we can also put some chopped nuts on top of there. Let's try them. Just a FYI, they do, make sure you pinch them good, because see, this one here did not seal good and it came open, so make sure that you get them sealed really well. All right, you guys, my thoughts on marshmallow, our magical marshmallow puffs. You know, they're kind of fun. I think this would be a great recipe to do with younger children. Did you think that the marshmallow melted completely? What were your thoughts? Make a comment below. And I'll tell you, it does melt completely, which then makes the crescent roll taste more like a cinnamon roll. So kind of fun, super easy recipe to do. It's nice to see some of the convenience products now coming into these recipes. And yeah, you know, I should have had Addie do this recipe with me. I think she would have had fun doing this recipe, because even when you're doing like the drip glaze on the top, you could then even do different colored sprinkles for whatever holiday you're doing instead of the nuts. I think that would be really fun. So you could do some, you know, either little Christmas trees or red and green sprinkles on them, or you could do some orange and black for Halloween, pink, red, Valentine's Day, just to kind of make them a little bit festive. Super easy. I really think it's a really fun recipe to do with a younger child. So with that being said, you'll have to come back next week, see what we're doing then. And I'll see you next week. Bye, everyone. Have a great one. Stay retro. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See you next week. See what we're going to make then. Bye, everyone.